Hello, I'm Lian Yu, and today I'll be presenting on NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement. In this presentation, I will cover what NAFTA is and three members of NAFTA and their objectives, historical development, Canada's history and involvement, benefits and drawbacks, and economic progress. So firstly, what is NAFTA? NAFTA is North American Free Trade Agreement, a free trade agreement made between United States, Canada, and Mexico, and their main objective was to create a free trade zone to boost economic activity among the three nations. The key objectives of NAFTA were open up and expand trade in agricultural, automotive, and textile industries, and reduction of trade barriers like tariffs, and establishment of safe market for North American goods and services. Let's take a look at how NAFTA developed over time. In 1992, the leaders of Canada, the United States, and Mexico officially signed the agreement. And in 1994, NAFTA came into effect, establishing one of the world's largest and powerful free trade zones. And by 2008, tariffs and trade restrictions among the member countries were completely eliminated. And in 2018, the US and Mexico reached a new agreement to revise key portions of NAFTA. And in 2018, September 30th, Canada joined the US and Mexico in approving the new trade deal now called the USMCA, United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement. And finally, on July 1st, 2020, the USMCA officially replaced NAFTA, introducing updated trade regulations, and it's continuing until now. Canada's history and involvement. Canada-US Free Trade Agreement, which is called CUSTFA, was built earlier and came into effect on January 1st, 1989, before NAFTA. And exports of the US, so after the NAFTA, the exports to the US doubled from 1993 to 2016, and many Canadian businesses was able to expand because of the access to larger markets. And Canada gained a dispute resolution system that helped protect its industries from unfair US trade practices. While NAFTA had both positive and negative effects, let's first focus on the benefits. Lower consumer prices. By removing trade barriers, businesses could import goods at lower cost, leading to reduced prices for consumers. Another benefit is stronger diplomatic relations. Because of increased economic interdependencies, NAFTA reduced the likelihood of diplomatic or military conflicts between the three nations. And thirdly, access to larger markets. Businesses had better opportunities to export products without facing high tariffs, leading to increased economic growth. Now, weaknesses hurt the small business owners, like the other free trade agreements. Due to increased competition, many small businesses struggle to compete with multinational corporations that could offer lower prices due to economies of scale. And another crucial weaknesses is joblessness, as manufacturing jobs relocated to countries with cheaper labor like Mexico. The US and Canada experienced significant job losses in certain industries, especially in manufacturing industry. And thirdly, lower quality goods. To cut production costs, some companies prioritized cheaper cheaper manufacturing methods over product quality, leading to the decline in product standards. So the last question. Do you believe that the international organization or international trade agreement promotes economic progress and that this outweighs the drawbacks? I would say yes, economic progress outweighs the drawbacks. So NAFTA definitely promotes economic progress because its primary goal was to expand trade in key industries and create a more integrated and safe market by barriers between three countries. The agreement led to significant economic growth, as you can see, by allowing businesses to access larger consumer bases, driving further growth. Even though there were significant drawbacks, such as job losses in some countries, in some manufacturing sectors, the agreement also facilitated the creation of more high value jobs with greater potential. Therefore, from a long term perspective, despite the challenges faced by certain industries, the overall impact of NAFTA has been positive, fostering greater economic stability and prosperity across the region. To summarize, the NAFTA played a key role in increasing trade and economic cooperation between the US, Canada, and Mexico. And these are the resources I used in this presentation. And thank you for listening.